Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I wanted to chat while I wind some yarn for my next project. My next project is going to be the Soundstone Poncho. I know I have talked about it in a lot of my podcasts that I've done, and I'm so excited to finally be getting ready for that. So the first thing that I needed to get ready was the yarn. I needed to wind it out of the hanks into some cakes so that I can have it all ready to start gauge swatching and figuring out the project. The yarn that I'm going to be using today is from Destination Yarns. They do amazing colors based on locations, whether fictional or real life, and they are just gorgeous. And so I have 4. These are from her DFW Fiberfest colorway, and they are all based on Texas. And I had this awesome idea to do sort of a landscape of Texas through this poncho because the colors sort of fade into each other, and I thought these colors were perfect because they all have a little bit of the next color in them. So we're gonna start off with the stars at night. It reminds me of a Van Gogh painting. It is so awesome. The colors are so rich and I love it so much. And again, this is Destination Yarns. It is her DK base, and it is 100% superwash merino wool. I have 2 skeins of each color. That's what the pattern calls for, and she helped me make sure that I had enough. And I honestly just cannot wait to get started on this. Another thing I wanted to mention is that just recently, as in a couple days ago, maybe a week by the time you're seeing this, Destination Yarns put the DFW colorway online for sale. So you can go online and buy all of these colorways, which before that it was previously only available at the festivals that she went to. I got it at DFW Fiberfest. I don't know if she did any others here in Texas, but now she finally has them available online. So if you would like these colors, they actually are available on her website, Destination Yarn. One thing that I like to do, and I guess I recently discovered this, but especially with projects that have more than one color or more than a couple colors, I found that it is really helpful to take those extra ties that the hanks come tied up in, and I'll tie them together, especially if it's a variegated or multicolored yarn. I will tie them together and then tie those around the label so that it's almost like a little sample attached to the label. That way I don't forget which color is which name, and I can also see a little sample of that coloring just on the label. And then we're going to transition into denim. It is this beautiful, beautiful blue, and it just reminds me of the beautiful blue skies that we have here in Texas, and I think that'll be perfect underneath that dark starry night sort of colorway. So just a little bit about this video today. Most of the footage that you see today is sped up. I didn't, necessarily want to make this video hours long, but if you would like to see just a full, calm, relaxing version of this video, I'm going to be putting out a longer version, no talking, just some music and more of a relaxing, slowed down type of vibe. I will be making that video soon. I just have to finish putting it together, but I'm really excited for that because I feel like I would really want to see something like that. I love watching yarn winding. I think it is so fun and satisfying. It's just satisfying. So if you want to see that, keep an eye out for that video. But today, most of the footage is sped up. You know, I don't wind like a speed demon. I am not a mad woman, but I definitely didn't want to make this video too long since I'll be talking over it. And then we're gonna go into wide open spaces. This is a beautiful, almost like cotton candy type of color, pops of color, where it's really reminiscent of all of the florals that we have during the springtime here. We have so many wildflowers here in the prairies of Texas, and I love these colors. It really just reminds me of the spring, and it's just soft and beautiful and flowy. I think it'll be really, really fun directly underneath that blue, because there are little hints of that same denim blue in there. And this yarn winder was actually my Christmas present. If you watch my last podcast, I talked a little bit about it, but Ben got me this beautiful yarn winder and Swift for Christmas, and the yarn winder is from Fiber Artist Supply Co., and they make really, really sturdy, well-made, long-lasting, beautiful yarn winders, and they do other pieces as well, like Swifts and more. But the yarn winder is from there, and I believe he got the Swift from an Etsy shop that he found, and it was this beautiful rosewood, and I think it looks really beautiful next to the yarn winder. I think they go perfectly together, and the wood is just really beautiful. So I'm super happy he got this for me. I've been wanting one since I started knitting, but I wanted to save up and get a good one, and Ben surprised me with it for Christmas. I was so happy and so excited, and I'm glad that I'm putting it to good use. And then we are going to go into the prairie lands. This is called Longhorn, and it has these beautiful little speckles in it of like a darker red or brown color, and I think this is so fun. It definitely looks like longhorn cows if you've ever seen them, but I think this would be so fun underneath that wide open spaces, just to give you more of a prairie feel for like the dirt and the prairies here in Texas. Again, I think this will end up being such a beautiful landscape poncho to honor the Texas colorway that she did for DFW. Now that I have all of my yarns set up, I cannot wait to start gauge swatching and figuring out how I'm going to do this poncho. I've never done cables before, but I'm excited to try them, and the pattern seems really well written. It is the Soundstone Poncho by Laura Schmidt. I cannot wait to get started. Thank you so much for joining me, winding my yarn with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, give a comment. Let me know what you're working on, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!